Women easily snap back to their pre-pregnancy weight after giving birth to their first child, after their first pregnancy and delivery. But after subsequent pregnancies, it is not as easy as it was the first time. This is my observation. And today I'm going to be sharing with you why and how I keep my weight in check before, during, and after pregnancy. So, why do I keep my weight in check? The number one reason is because of my body mass index. Body mass index is how you know whether your weight is within the normal range or you are becoming obese or overweight, and it is calculated by your weight divided by height square. Since I'm not really on the tall side, my height is 1.53. So I realized long ago that I have to keep my weight in check, because if my weight keeps increasing and is divided by my height that is static, I'm going to fall out of the normal range for my weight. The normal range for weight is 18.5 to 24.9. That is the normal range. And based on my own height now, my height is 1.53. The square of 1.53 is 1.53 times 1.53, right? That is 2.3409. Then my ideal weight is 58. 58 divided by 2.3409 is 24.8, right? That is 24.8, and the highest limit for a normal weight is 24.9. So my ideal weight should be always 58 or 9. 58 or 9. So this is the reason why I have to ensure that my weight doesn't go beyond this range. Then the next reason is because I feel, because of the way I look and because of other things I've noticed about myself, I realize that I have the nature to gain weight. There are some people that you come across and you know that this person will less likely become fat. This person has a low tendency of getting fat, but I'm not in that category, right? So because I already knew that I am not in the category of people that don't easily gain weight, I know that I have to keep my weight in check. Then another reason is it is easier to keep your current weight in check than to have gained excess weight. Then you now start walking around looking for how to lose weight. So I'm sticking with the easier option. I think it's easier to maintain the current weight than gain excess weight, then start working on how to lose it. I hope it's clear. So these are the three reasons why I have been keeping my weight in check. Then let's go to the how, right? The first way to keep your weight in check before pregnancy is to eat healthy. I avoid carbonated drinks as much as possible. I rarely take carbonated drinks and junks, and eat healthy as much as it depends on you. Then I do not eat late. You see that idea of eating after 6 p.m. You eat heavy food, fufu, apple, all those food, carbohydrates, I don't eat after 6 p.m. The only time it happens is once in a while when I'm busy or something happens that delays your dinner, right? Things like that come up. But if it is within your power, try to eat normal heavy meals before 6 p.m. After 6 p.m. you can eat high fiber snacks or nuts. Things that have high fiber after 6 p.m. is okay for you if you are looking to check your weight. Then frequent weight check. I already know that my weight should not go beyond 58 for me. So I watch that. I make it very imperative to keep that. I check my weight as frequent as possible, especially when I notice that I'm feeling like, oh, you are adding weight. If you start adding some excessive weight, there's a way you feel them, your body tells you. So I go and check, and immediately I see that my weight is 60. I start cutting down on some food. I deliberately reduce my ration just to come back to 59. Then another way I keep my weight in check before pregnancy or when I'm not pregnant is I avoid contraceptive. Yes, sincerely, I don't use contraceptive. Like the shots, that injection that they take after 3 months or so, Yes, it causes water retention, unexplained weight gain, and other side effects that we are not discussing right now based on the focus of this video. But it leads to weight gain. Like that progestin only pill too can also affect your hormone and lead to bloating, fluid retention, and weight gain as well. Then even the hormonal IUD too, it also impacts weight gain. So in order to avoid contraceptives and the side effects that comes with it, right, me and my spouse, with understanding and agreement, we rely on the calendar method, where you calculate your cycle and know the fertile days and the days that you are not fertile. So during the fertile days, we use barrier method to prevent conceptions, right? So that has been working for us, and we have been using it. I've been using this calendar and natural method for the past 5 years, because I had my first child more than 5 years ago. So we have been using that, and it has been working for us, and it has been seamless, and I don't have to worry myself about issues of the side effects of what is happening around contraceptive or not. But if you have done your research and you have found one that is not causing you undesirable side effects, it's okay, but you can still consider the calendar method if you feel it's something you can do. If you want me to explain in detail how to calculate and use the calendar method for family planning, you can comment in the comment section so that I will make that for you, because I've been using it for more than 5 years now, and it has been seamless and okay. During pregnancy, how do I keep my weight in check? Right? You see that idea of eating for 2 when you are pregnant, or eating for 3 when you are pregnant with twins. I advise that you don't work with that. Don't eat for 2 when you are pregnant, right? Eat healthy, eat well, but don't eat for 2. Don't eat. I know there will be cravings during pregnancy, and you may not have control over some of those cravings, but as much as it depends on you, do not eat excessively during pregnancy, and avoid junks. Avoid carbonated drink and junk, because after you have accumulated excess weight during pregnancy, when you give birth, you will realize that it is another hurdle for you to cross to snap back to the way you were before conception, right? So it is very important that you check your diet and do not eat for 2. After giving birth, most women develop what is medically known as diastasis recti. What does this mean? It's when the muscle of your stomach, like tears, should I say, it's detached because of the protrusion of the pregnancy. The muscle tend to feel relaxed and weak, so it's not as firm as it was before you get pregnant, right? So when I gave birth to my first baby, I was doing stomach vacuum. Stomach vacuum is when you suck in your tummy, right? I don't know if you understand what I mean. Like sucking in, holding it in your tummy to tighten the muscle. When I did it, and before 6 weeks after I gave birth to my first child, I was able to snap back to shape. Vacuum is when you just suck in your tummy. Most times I suck it in and I count 1 to 10 and release, then suck it in again at intervals. If you can do this 10 to 20 times in a day at different intervals, suck it in, count 1 to 10, relax, suck it in, count 1 to 10, then it is called stomach vacuum. It helps to heal the diastasis recti that occurred because of the stomach protrusion during pregnancy. And if you do the stomach vacuum over time, the muscle of your stomach wall restores and starts making your tummy not to bulge out. Because if left untreated for too long, it can result to hernia. I came across a woman that was explaining how her own resulted in hernia. The stomach was saggy, and because it became hernia because it was left untreated for a long time. Then breastfeeding. Breastfeeding is also very important in snapping back easily. When you are breastfeeding your infant, eat healthy, eat all the necessary nutritious food. Then I take calcium supplements, because during breastfeeding I experienced a lot of bone and joint pains. So I take calcium supplements immediately after I start breastfeeding. I buy calcium and I take, and it works for me to prevent all those pains, right? So you take supplements that are nutritious for you, that will not make breastfeeding more strenuous. Then 1 month before you wean your baby, around this age, your baby is already eating other solid foods, right? So it's not completely depending on your breast. So you reduce your food intake so that breastfeeding of that last 1 month, that span of 1 month that you'll be, so that it will burn down a lot of those fats from your system. If you want it to work better for you, you can start 2 months before weaning. Yes, just reduce your food intake so that it will just, the breastfeeding will help you break down the calories and all that. Then immediately, like I said earlier, after I gave birth to my first child, with the vacuum of the stomach muscle sucking in, I was able to snap back to shape 6 weeks after giving birth. But with my twins, I was not able to do that. My first pregnancy was natural delivery, right? But the twins' pregnancy was C-section because of their position. So after the C-section, I took some time because of healing and all that. You know what C-section is all about. So I started stomach vacuum 2 months or more after giving birth to the twins. That was when I started sucking in to heal the rectus abdominis, right? So by the time that my babies were 6 months old, the tummy was already flat. It doesn't bulge out as if you are pregnant anymore. And it's something I'm still doing up till now. You just suck it in so that you will look fit and okay. It doesn't bulge out. As you can see, this is how it is now. It may not have been completely flat, but it doesn't bulge out in such a way that it will affect your shape and figure or appearance. Yes. Because the fact remains that after the second pregnancy, diastasis recti is usually worsened. Because it was a twin pregnancy, the second time was really worse. But gradually, with the vacuum and commitment, just sucking it in and counting 1 to 10 at intervals frequently, I did it. And it's easier to do this vacuum when you have not eaten. Yes, when you are not full yet. I do it more before I eat breakfast. Later in the day, I just do it casually, but I do the major ones in the morning before I eat. That is what I did. You continue with the vacuum, the stomach vacuum, not eating late, except if you don't have control over it, and just keep the weight check in mind. Keep it in mind. Be conscious of it. If you notice any slight increase or change in your weight, quickly go and check and start doing what you have to do to bring it down. Right? So if you found this video useful, please share to anybody that you feel may find it impactful. Then subscribe so that this video will be recommended. The algorithm will take the video further than it is already. And thank you for sticking around to this level. See you in the next one.